Hi, Joel.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Neil.
Hey Neil, how are you? What can I do for you?
I have a Bulgarian night that I'm doing for 6 people. Now I know there's no Bulgarian wine in Ireland at the moment. I need wines that are going to go for a starter, a main course and a dessert. And I believe you're a sommelier, so you know everything there is to know about wine.
Okay, do you want to come with me?
Great, thanks. Joel, if I knew nothing about wine and I walked into a wine shop and I want to get a couple of bottles of wine for a party that I'm having, give me some of the basics. What would I need to know?
Basically, when the customer come in, what we do is usually what's the occasion, what's for dinner. If you have a French dish, you get a French wine. If you have a Burgundy beef, you're gonna drink a Burgundy with it. If you're having fish, grilled fish, you get a light white wine with acidity. Every type of dish will have a grape who works better with it.
So how important is it then to know, let's say, a little bit about the regions or the year that's on the bottle of wine?
It is important, but not as relevant. With modern winemaking, even on a different weather pattern every year, the quality of the wine is always good these days. There's been massive improvements in winemaking all over the world. It is important to know what, France, every region in France produces different grapes. Burgundy, Chardonnay. In the Loire, they do Chenin Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc. In Bordeaux, it's Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, and it's mixed in different ways. Every country has its local grape. In Italy, there's loads of local grape, but you never heard of something like in Sicily. They have something called Grillo, which is the cricket. We have one actually. It's a lovely wine, but you never heard of. That's the thing. It's all new stuff that we have to discover.
So Joel, for the starter, I've got 2 salads, typical Bulgarian salads that I've got to try out. One is called the Shopska salad from the Sofia region, and it's mainly a green leaf salad with some feta cheese thrown in. And then the other salad is a little bit more tricky. It's a snezhanka salad. So snezhanka is basically made with a yogurt with some cucumber, garlic, some walnuts and some dill thrown in. So yet again, full flavours. What would you recommend to go with that?
There's a lot of different flavor here, so you need to get something like a blend. I would advise, I have this lovely wine from South Africa, it's called the Tin Mine. It's from Stellenbosch. It's one of the oldest wine regions in the world. It's considered New World, but it's actually, I say Old World because Stellenbosch was in existence before some areas in Bordeaux. This one is a blend of Chardonnay, Chenin Blanc, Sauvignon and Viognier. It would work very well with any dish with olive oil in it. It works very well with the feta cheese as well. It works very well. But I think that's a winner for your dish.
The main course is slightly different. There's quite a regional dish called a kapuma. Effectively what it is, it's like a casserole dish. It's an earthenware casserole dish. And into that there's many different layers. So we'd start with a layer of pork, and then there'd be a layer of onions and mushrooms cut down, and then maybe another layer of pork, a layer of sausage, some herbs and spices, and then a layer of chicken on top. And all of this would be cooked slowly with a glass of red wine thrown in there for good measure. So there's quite strong flavours in that particular dish. What could you recommend to go along with that?
Okay, you told me as well it was red wine was used in the cooking.
Yes.
So obviously if it's red wine, you have to go with red wine again.
Okay.
So I'd select two red wine. There's a lighter one which is from the Bordeaux area. It's called Chateau de Brague. It's Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. 60% Merlot, 30% Cabernet Sauvignon, and a bit of Cabernet Franc as well. It's quite soft. There's some soft tannin, plummy tannin, I say. It would marry with all the flavor. It would go into the flavor with the onions, the chicken. It would marry with it.
You've mentioned another wine, one that you call a big wine or a full-bodied wine. Which one is that?
This one is a Carmenère from Chile. Carmenère is an old grape from the Bordeaux area. It has almost disappeared in the Bordeaux during the late 18. There was a pandemic of a phylloxera. All the vines were killed basically. Carmenère was then already in Chile, so it's their trademark grape at the moment. Carmenère is very similar to Merlot. Until recently, they thought actually they were growing Merlot everywhere. Actually, they were not. They were growing Carmenère. Now this one is made like in a style of an Amarone, which is Italian, made from shriveled grape. It's very smoky and leathery. It would add up a lot of flavor. You would build around your flavor in your dish, so the chicken, the pork and everything.
So moving on to dessert, and what we're going to do is a baked apple stuffed with walnuts, topped off with some honey as a glaze, and then some caster sugar to go over that as well. So yet again, full of sweetness, full of fruitiness, and full impact of flavour. So what could you recommend for that?
Well, your dish is going to be sweet, and the apple is going to have some acidity. So we're going to obviously go with a sweet wine. This one is from Concha y Toro. It's the biggest South American company from Chile. This one is the late harvest Sauvignon Blanc. The vine are a bit shriveled. You get a concentrated flavor. This one is honeyed. There's some flavor of walnut as well. Very good for your dish.
Well, that'll suit complement what we're doing.
Exactly. There are a lot of flavor of fresh fruit and dry fruit. You get dry apricot, for example, typical for a lot of sweet dry apricot flavor. You can get papaya as well. This one has it. Sometimes you get even pineapple, tiny bit of pineapple flavor.
I've noticed the bottle on this. It seems to be like a smaller bottle. Is it just because it comes in a half size, or
yes,
because it's a stronger wine?
You have no, it's actually not a stronger. It's only 12.5%. You only have a small glass with your dessert. You don't need to have a pint of it, I'm sure.
I don't think I'll be drinking wine by the pint.
No. It is a premium wine, but it actually doesn't cost you much. It's only $8.99. That's what Hot Beans is good at. That's our credo. Get some good wine without breaking the bank. You don't have to spend 20, 30, 50 quid to get a good wine. There's some wonderful little winemakers which nobody knows. That's our job. We get them for you.
I'll take the selection that we've got then,
okay,
for the starter, main course and dessert.
Okay.
And we'll try them out and see how it goes.